Hello and welcome back to the Monolith channel. This is the second time recording this because I recorded it once and the audio didn't pick up for some reason. This is the November build for Monolith. This is the first build you're going to see in full, and it's after me taking a big break kind of, I think, between August, September, October, and here we are. I thought the other day I'm going to actually just start making stuff again, and a lot has been done. The game is a lot more polished now. Some changes a lot of you will not be familiar with because a lot of this was just, I guess, privately documented rather than publicly documented. Like, for instance, the buttons on this menu being placeholders, that's been changed now, and we have actual graphics for those. But for the stuff that you'll be able to definitely spot as being new, or for stuff you may have not even seen the introductory video and are just seeing for the first time, hopefully this video just comes as being a little fun time to watch, I guess. I don't know. Firstly, as I mentioned, the buttons actually look like cool buttons now. This menu, you can no longer select Corbin or Terminus because they were previously not functional. And it tells you they're locked. You'll be able to unlock these once the full game is out eventually. On our map, we also have some new background audio, like a faint buzz. I'm going to put all the changes in the comments for people who want to read that, or not the comments, the description. But for something that a lot of you... What's this? Is a terrible map, holy. Not great generation here. Something a lot of you will find interesting are 3 new attachments that have been added. So just to refresh your memory, and the visuals, some of these have changed, but these were stock attachments. They're basic, they're common. We have new ones. That's a new delete sound as well. These are advanced, so they're a rarity above, and on top of that, they are passive, some of them, which means you do not have to use them to reap their effects, and they will work outside of Monolith combat. So that's neat. For the record, these buttons are also placeholders, but this one gives you movement speed in free roam areas, and you obviously do not have to use it. This one gives you 1+ ammo at the beginning of each combat initiation with a Monolith, which is very powerful, obviously. And there's one more, here you go. This increases weapon damage by 3. So that's very cool. I'm just going to keep these to make the run a little bit more fluid. I'm not focusing on balancing at the moment, because I just want all of the mechanics and attachments put on the table before I start making like fine little changes here. But one quote-unquote balance change I made is damage here is taken slower now, and so fast because of that aforementioned attachment here, just to clarify. Oh yeah, contract. These... It's not worth it. These were previously just you pick one up, you can't pick another one up, and you have to kind of remember what you picked and what benefits it will give you and what debuffs it will give you. Now, if you press escape, a lovely menu pops up. I've got nothing here to actually show, but if I had a contract, it would show me what the contract is, and it would put the buffs, debuffs below, and if it's giving me any static damage boosts, like +1 damage for every village visited, then it would say that at the bottom. So I visited 2 villages, it would say I got +2 damage. Not want to enter that. I might need to change that because that's a little bit annoying when that happens. There we go. Gotta find our way out of there. The speed is actually quite useful because the damage there does rack up, and you'll see why it's bad once we get to the end. Because I've added the mini boss Monolith in now, and that guy is a little gimmick related to your health bar, which we'll get around to seeing. But yeah, some changes here are, take this guy out. You can see we have a lot of ammo as well. I fumbled that. There we go. Another change of the screen goes super wavy when you defeat the Monolith. This delete sound has also been updated to the new one. The X's on the map have also been fixed. There was a little visual bug with that, especially when going on the right side. We'll use our thingy here now. Did not do a lot of damage. And all my shots now. When it pitches down, that means you don't hit the red bar and you do less damage, at least as if you're playing as Mikey. Oh, and as an advanced attachment, you have a nice little pop-up, which obviously stands out. I'll take another drum mag, that's neat. Just zoom through these because you probably get the gist. This also is what it looks like if you've got I think it's 10 ammo, which a lot of you find interesting. Once you overflow that, it has a little message at the bottom. Not going to overflow though, because I'm wasting all of it. Okay. The good thing about this map is I'm not taking much of any damage. I'll delete this. Not need another drum mag. And 10 plus ammo there. There we go. Right, so onto the mini boss now. This is obviously the big challenge before you get onto that second half of the map, and I'm probably not going to be able to beat it because they're very difficult at the moment. And obviously the balancing is not fully there, and I've not implemented all the stuff I want to, especially in free roam areas. So bear that in mind. The visuals and music is changed for the mini boss fights, so that's even cooler. Without further ado, let's get right into things here. Gonna have a lot of ammo for this. Not much damage though. You do get a very weird track for this boss. And as you see there, the mini boss Monolith attacks you back. That is an ability called Thorns. I want to give these guys more abilities before the final release, but that's the main one, because obviously once your health bar hits 0, you just lose the game. Like if your ammo completely runs out. So yeah. Also, I'm missing all my shots and dealing no damage. I'm probably going to lose this. But damage this guy does also ramps up. So you got to bear that in mind. You just want to take them out in the least amount of ammo used as possible. And if you've got to use a lot of ammo, then I would recommend having something like a contract or attachment which gives you health back in one way or another. And more stuff will be obviously added like that over time. But yeah, we're going to lose here and close the game. We got pretty far, 40%'s not bad. But yeah, that is the November build. First November build, I might do more. Is there any changes that are pretty big I missed out on? Oh yeah, there's like an abyss effect that climbs up the map for the more of it you explore. You probably saw that passively in the video. That's new. A lot of volume adjustments were made, and obviously sounds were changed in a lot of areas, like the trash sound. Health scaling was re-enabled for monoliths. That's why they were getting stronger as we proceeded through that. And I think that is about it, yeah. Just a lot of nice little changes, and the biggest ones are those 3 new attachments, passive attachments, and the mini boss monolith. At least as it stands now, it's like a partial implementation, but it's mostly there. But anyways, hopefully the video is entertaining. If you have any feedback or any suggestions, feel free to put them in the comments or in the Discord. Like always, have a good day.